So we're headed north out of Eglin Field, and the girl's talking about going swimming. And I don't really know. Maybe that's all they were headed out to do to start with. I don't think they were interested in They were officers' wives, pilots' wives. I don't think they were interested in us in any way. Don't think this was a flirtatious deal. But when they got to the beach and pulled in, they already had their swimsuits on under their clothes, and I think we probably stripped down to our skivvies. I don't really remember. We dang well didn't go in naked, I do know that. And we swam just a little while, and we're looking at each other and saying, what the heck are we doing? We got a long ways to go. So the swim was very short. And we thanked the ladies and got ourselves dressed and hit the road again with the thumb up, because they said this was as far as they were going. And I suppose we were maybe 10 or 15 miles down the line. Well, those days, hitchhiking was much more common. Particularly it had been common during World War II to give servicemen lifts. And this was at the end of the World War II period, but you didn't have trouble getting a ride. The only thing was that, like those girls, I bet that ride was 15 miles, give or take. We got a ride, there's some farmer or something, you got another 15 or 20 miles, and you get another ride. And I'm telling you, it's eating up time. And finally, we get picked up by a Jeep, one of those open Jeeps. Wasn't military, but it was ex-military. Somebody got on a surplus deal, I suppose. And boy, did we get sunburned riding in that baby. And hot. But that ride was a long ride, probably 100 miles. And I'm telling you, you don't realize how big Florida is until you start to travel it. No, that peninsula is long. And finally, we are up to the point we are no longer going just north. They're heading off to the west. And we're asking, you guys got a map? So we get the map and we get to looking. And I don't remember just how we chose, but we chose a route that would not take us too far to the west. It would have a good road then going on further north. And I don't remember, and we'd get rides. Some of those rides might not even be 10 miles. We'd get a ride. Usually didn't have to have that thumb up very long, get a ride. But man, it's getting noonish. We get into a decent town. Don't remember what it was. But had a bus station. And man, we're counting our money. And we go into the bus station, and if we've got enough money, we're gonna get a bus ticket to get ourselves home, because we got to be to work the next morning. We didn't have enough money. And very nice lady clerk that was giving us all the information. She said, well, boys, and she told us exactly, gave us a map. This is the route the bus is going to take. And you can flag that bus down any time you think you've got enough money. So we said, well, this is how much money we've got. She said, well, when you get by, and she told us a certain town. You get into that town or past that town, you should have enough money between you to get the two of you passage on in to Columbus, Georgia. So that's what we did. Back on the road again. Well, I think we ate the cheapest hamburger we could find because we wanted all the money we could have. So we didn't want to get in trouble with our bosses after it had been so nice to us. Well, a lot of reasons you don't want to get in trouble in the Army, but being AWOL. And it got to be, I don't know, 3 or 4 o'clock in the evening, and we